Hey y'all, what's going down? How have y'all been? So, we are going to be talking about, can you blame them? And this is a very broad statement. So, like, when you say something like, can you blame them? We're speaking on, can you blame anyone for the things that happen in your life? The best answer I have is because I tend to see a lot of people ask questions and they ask, "Can you blame this person?" or "Can I blame this person?" or "My life is this way because of this person." Um, if that's your perspective, then yes. Y'all excuse the makeup. I was trying to go live on my other channel, but I decided to go live on this one instead. So, and okay, so, yay! I see all the members. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yeah, we're going to try to take more responsibility for ourselves rather than blaming other people for anything that happens. So, um, and this is something that I have always, thought that when we're children and we have no abilities to control our environment or where we go or what we do. Yeah, you can blame other people for those things, but when you get old and you do have control and choices and things like that, then I think we can blame ourselves or we can just say, "Oh, well, that's just how it goes." So I don't tend to blame anyone for anything because I don't see from their perspective, and I think a lot of women tend to blame other people for where they are in life or who they're with or, just whatever, challenges they face. But I feel like all those things are to make you a better person or a stronger person. And so a lot of people always tend to look and say, well, this happened and this happened. Okay, so, and everybody got a beginning of the story. you know Most great movies are not you know that good if there's no drama, if there's no comedy, if there's no if it's all the same every day, if there's no triumph for someone or story of them becoming who they're supposed to become. So that's your life is kind of like a movie. So instead of looking and rewinding the movie over and over, you know let's see like what you're like, what the climax of the movie is. Like, what is it going to what are you going to do? How is this going to be your story for people to remember you by? Like, what's the good part of it? So, like, and that's up to us as women. I always say, get you the lifestyle that you want, but at the same time also make sure that you're doing your own you know personal whatever it is that you need to be doing to get yourself to a level that you want to actually be at. So, yeah, make your life art. Exactly. So make your life whatever you want to make it. Um, mhm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And and it doesn't have to be the same thing every day. It could be something different each day if that's what you like. Everyone is different. So, uh-huh. What is the age where we can actually, what the age? I don't. When you have freedom, when you have enough freedom to know what's I would, most people's minds or brains, I'm sorry, are not fully formed until they're a certain age. So I would say probably that age, because that way you can't really. I mean, you could take it from a scientific perspective as to your brain is fully developed. Blah 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 blah. Education is up to you after that point. Whether it's experience or a formal education from a university or whatever. But I would say I would just definitely say when your brain is fully formed as an adult. Okay. Um, then you could take the blame. Unless, of course, you have some sort of, disorder or something like that, or brain damage. So, anyway, um, yeah. Also, when you do any type of manifesting or getting your businesses in order or whatever, when you do any of those things, if you're not there yet where you want to be, just see yourself where you want to be. Like, see yourself wherever you feel like you should be. And that's where your life is going to start to lead you in some form or fashion. Now, I will always tell you, it may not be the type of journey that you are, familiar with, but if that's where you want to be, then that's the journey that will probably take you to get there. Oh, well, what if you change your mind, you know, and say, no, I don't want that anymore? Then just like Google Maps, reroute, baby. Think about something else you want and reroute, just like they do on the GPS devices. Just reroute. It's not a problem. A lot of people get mad or upset because they're on a course and or a path or a journey, and then they decide that they don't want to do this anymore, or they don't want to go in this direction anymore, or you don't want this, whatever you're manifesting before. So you just reroute. Simple as that. Hmm. Life, live life to the fullest, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone else. Exactly. Do what you want to do. Have fun. A lot of people do what makes them happy. Some people do what makes other people happy, and some people are not doing anything at all. So whatever you do to make yourself happy, however you want your lifestyle to be, then that's what you need to think about and plan for. Um, you say to reroute to wherever you want to go, wherever your next destination is, like on a different path. Like people switch paths all the time. They reroute to a whole different path. So, a lot of people can do that if you know, never tried to follow a map before and you kept going straight when you were supposed to turn, or you kept turning when you were supposed to go straight. It will just reroute you. And you can either change the destination on, whatever, and then you could get to somewhere else if you change your mind on where you're going. I've done that so many times. So just keep that, that you don't have to stay on a certain path. A lot of people ask me, should I finish school? Should I do this? Should I drop out? Should I do this? Whatever I will tell some of you like what I would do, but I'm not you guys. So I can't tell you guys what to do. For me, y'all know what I do. But for some people, they have to follow their heart. For some people, they're looking for their parents' approval. So they're going to go ahead and finish the school. For some people, they feel like, this has been, pushed into you so hard, and you will disappoint a lot of people if you don't continue on the path. Well, I don't care about disappointing people. I don't care about, approval. All I want to do is what I feel is best for me and, the people that are, that I take care of. So that's all I feel like we should really be concerned, because a lot of people will live for other people. It reminds me of that part where Harley Quinn said, no, Joker told Harley Quinn, will you die for me? No, that's too easy. Will you live for me? And then, she jumped in that stuff, but they broke up eventually anyway. So the point is, all you have to do is reroute and go where you need to be to make yourself happy. And a lot of people don't realize that and they feel like they have to stay somewhere. You only have to stay somewhere if you have a motive or if you have a plan, if you have something that you can, you know, benefit from. So, and a lot of people will try to take you off your path. We've talked about this. If you know your destination, if you see where you want to be, and you can see yourself getting there, and the closer you get, the more people will try to take you off of your path or whatever to leveling up to leveling to wherever you want to be. But just realize that once you see a lot of people that are trying to push you in a certain direction, that means stay exactly where you are on your path to whatever your plans are, because a lot of people will try to push you in a direction and try to tell you this and try to tell you that. But if you're creating this and you're creating your own world, you're creating what you want, and then you have to follow your own mind and your own path as far as what you feel like you need to do. So, any advice for young women in their 20s that fall off of their feminine journey? Um, well, if what do you do when you fall on the ground? Stay there. I don't know. Get common sense first. You know, that's part of femininity, common sense. So that's what the first thing you need to get, some common sense. Common sense comes from experience and observing and not speaking before you have not done your research. You know what I'm saying? So men tend to talk and blah 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 blah. Women seem to talk and blah 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 blah. But if you're on a journey and you have a destination, you should already know what comes next if you've already mapped and planned this out. So, um, you know, you prepare ahead of time, or you make sure you're prepared for anything that should, occur. On any, like if you say, "Oh, I'm tired, I'm lazy, and I don't want to continue on my feminine path anymore," then you need to have ways to combat those things in order to stay on there if that's what you want. So know yourself in advance. If you know you're not going to complete something or do something, know that, and already have an alternative path, that you have to go to, and maybe you come back if you decide that you want to continue on that path, but don't stay on a path that you're not going to work to stay on. Can you talk about blame and being sexually abused? Well, you can't really blame yourself, so don't ever blame yourself. Um, and I would also say if you have been, then, if everybody in the world was asked to raise their hands and say how many of you have been abused in some sort of way, whether it's sexually, mentally, verbally, I think only like a few people would not have raised their hands. So that's a lot of people. Not everyone, but a lot of people. The majority of the people, I would say, in the world, perhaps. So you would just be looking among peers, okay? And maybe you would ask them, hey, um, you know, what happened, or what did you do to get past that, or blah 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 blah. Some people will just say, I don't think about it, or it is what it was. Da, da, da. So sometimes people will be honest and they will go like on the Oprah show and be like telling everything, and some people will just get over it and move past it because it didn't really, affect them as harshly as it maybe affected other people, or maybe there was a different, um, you know, degree of the abuse that occurred. So maybe you would just move forward, or if you couldn't, maybe you would find someone who did move forward from whatever it is you were going through and see how they did it. Okay. Um, Focus. Okay, people will try to derail you and take over your life and your plan. They will try, but they never really succeed. And the reason why they don't succeed is because there's tiny details that most people put on their path that is not obvious to all people. And if you're not a very observant person, like if you don't really look and make sure that the path you're on is, if you don't see certain obstacles in advance, then you're going to be surprised sometimes. So I would definitely make sure that you pay close attention to a lot of things and a lot of details. That way you don't, get derailed off your own path. Hmm. You walk out the house looking like crap because it makes you feel like crap. What? Because he make me feel like crap? Why would you do that? Well, well, I don't know what to tell you there. No one can make you feel any certain type of way about yourself except for you. You accepted that. You don't have to accept that. I always tell y'all, don't accept what other people try to give you because it's your choice still. Just like James was asking me why I always throw stuff at people. Because I was like instead of walking over and giving it to someone, I would throw it. If it was something simple. He always asks me why I'm throwing it to people. I say, because you have to catch it and it's a choice. You're going to let it fall or you're going to catch it. Or if it do fall, you're going to pick it up, period. You know what I'm saying? So, giving it to someone, they have a choice. It's deny, not take it, take it in their hand and put it down and not pick it back up. But usually mentally, if you throw something at somebody and they catch it or they miss it, they'll pick it up anyway, just out of instinct. So I don't know, maybe it's some type of psychological thing. But I mean, men do it all the time in sports. So, don't be complaining when I'm throwing stuff at you and you sitting on a TV watching people throw stuff at each other. What's the difference when I throw it at you? Or if men are throwing it at each other, it don't matter. If I'm going to throw something, I'm going to throw it. It may not be super feminine, but it's psychological. And sometimes you don't even know why you do certain things, like in your life, like even when it comes to your level up. There's a certain thing you may or may not do, and you just don't know why. For some strange reason, you're doing something and you've always done before, and you just like, why do I always do that? I don't know. It's very strange. I don't know why I do it. I just do. But when you really sit and think about it, psychologically, you will figure it out. Like, why do I do this? Okay. Because you have to catch it. And if you don't, you feel like you got to pick it up, because especially if you're a masculine man, or if you watch a lot of sports on TV, you got to bend down and pick it up, baby. So a lot of times women are like, asking like, well, how do I get this man to know to throw yourself, baby? Not literally, but throw out clues. Throw them out. They'll catch them. But don't walk right over there to throw them, baby. So throw it, or throw whatever you're trying to serve. And when they catch it, they caught it, baby. And now, guess where you at? Do you think the level up journey was easier when you were younger? Like the men different this day? I don't know. I don't know, because when I was younger, I was very independent. Like I just hung up by myself or with my sister and her friends. I did not base my life around having a boyfriend. Usually it was the guy that wanted a commitment and not me. Um, so when I was younger, I would definitely say usually it was the guy that wanted a commitment and not me. Because, I had options, babe, so it didn't matter. I'm like, shoot, we don't need a commitment. Da, da, da. And the only reason that I would ever want a commitment was mostly for security. So I would definitely not really care about a commitment because I was so young. But when I am old, when you old and you got stuff to do, yeah, look, you on this team or you ain't. But when you're young, it doesn't matter. See, I was young. I wasn't even super mid-20s and single. I was only single until I was 22. So I didn't spend my 20s or my 30s single. So I would say that, yeah, there's lots of options and there's no rush for commitment when you're young. So I would definitely say the level up was automatic because you already knew your power, you know? Um, mhm. I guess when you're older and you're trying to level up and do certain things and da da da, it's almost like it's your choice now because you also still have options. Whether it's, you know, how sorry, whether it's how fast you need to level up, if you want to level up, because some people, they already feel like they have everything they want, and maybe they're not ready to get to a certain level, or maybe they are, and they will when they really put their energy into it, they will. But some women don't even need to really level up unless they want to. That's like people watch videos and they follow, what everyone else is doing. And I would definitely say if that's not your journey, it's not your journey. If you already have everything you want, there's no need to go ahead and try to be whatever, everybody else is being. Be who you are. Um, I would also say, like, if you are looking for a like a relationship with a man or whatever, and you don't know what type of man you actually want, then wait to start dating until you do. Because if you don't know what you want when you start dating, you're going to attract, um, you know, a lot of different types of men. Okay. So make sure you know what you want before you start dating. Because you're gonna be like, well, I think I like this type, but then I like this type, and then I like that type, and then I like this type. So honestly, like, you're gonna like so many different types, you're gonna have a lot of options. And the option that you probably accept as a date or choose will probably most likely be the one that gets your attention. You know, it's not going to be the one you sat and really thought about on paper and made your little list about what they should have and blah 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 blah. So make sure if you do plan to date, like seriously date, then have that. Okay. Are sweatpants feminine? Yes, they are. Oh my gosh. Wear them on your first date, at your wedding, everywhere. Okay. Y'all didn't know they had wedding sweatsuits? Mhm. Honestly, you just want a man with some money that will give you money as long as he makes it. Well, girl, then hopefully that's what you get, girl. Because if you want it, you stay on the path, then you should get it. All right. hmm And if you do, great. You said this time of year the exes come crawling back. Be careful, ladies. That remind me of a line from a song that I listen to quite often. Mhm. What am I drinking? A whole bunch of stuff. You said, "Sure, I wanna be unbothered." Then be unbothered, girl. 'Cause it don't bother to be bothered, huh? Can you just stop emotions for all men? I don't know. Are men who snoop and ask too many questions feminine? I mean, I don't think they're normal. I don't know if I would say feminine, but I wouldn't say they were normal. Like, if you asking me all these questions and you asking me this, and that, I'm like, you gonna get lies anyway, because I ain't finna tell you the truth. And if I do, you won't think it's a lie anyway, because my truth is so crazy that you will think it's a lie. So it doesn't matter. Or you will believe me and be intrigued and be speechless. Either way. How do you identify what kind of guy you want? It just depends on what you're looking for. Everyone looks for something different. So, what are you? I would say first, what do you want in your life if there was no man? Do you want? Do you plan to have a career? What lifestyle do you want? Now you have to find a man that fits into it that will be compatible and work with that lifestyle that you want. So then that's how you make the list. So for me, it's like, okay, well, I know I want to live like this. I'm gonna have some weird stuff in my house. I'm gonna like do different stuff. But the person that I'm gonna be with, they can't be boring and normal. Okay, that's out of the picture. Like you got to be somebody that's like interested in the same stuff I am. Um, Speak your mind, but not somebody boring and blah blah blah. And if you do choose boring, be prepared to explore those things that you want in your life, either alone or with other people. You know what I'm saying? So just you have to know what you want. And like I said, when I was younger, how do you know what you want at 22? I know I want some bills paid and not work. That's what I knew. But as an older lady, I would tell you guys make sure you see your lifestyle and what you want and how you plan to live, and then choose and make your list for the type of man you want. Okay, because it could change. That's why I always tell women when they're young, do not get married. Wait till you older, or at least 25 and up, baby. Or there's not even a rush these days. It seems like a lot of people are not rushing to get married due to technology. They feel like there's lots of options, and they feel and a lot of people have so many ways to earn money and have their own businesses now, and level themselves up. So there's less options because like I would definitely say that there is some type of an addiction, and it holds a lot of people back. And so you're not going to find as many motivated men these days because they feel like they don't have to do as much anymore. But if you find one, then definitely, put that on your list. If you find one, put that on your list to find one, basically. Motivation is very important because a lot of people will just be like, oh, well, and not be who you want them to be. I must be hiding something. Yeah, my body. That's why that don't close. Duh. YouTube will not let me come on here and not hide something. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You grow up in the hood. You just recently got my provider boyfriend to co-sign your contracts to live in a wealthy area. Your tips have helped you. Oh, sprinkle, sprinkle, they did. Mm-hmm. You got a co-sign, girl? Hey. Uh, there's no rush. Yeah, don't rush to the altar unless, it's a matter of, something else. But you don't have to rush. But don't linger too long in a relationship before you get married either. You know what I'm saying? Do I have any advice to working on a mortuary as a mortuary cosmetologist? Is that even a job? We just did the people's makeup. I guess they hire women who know how to like do decent makeup. And if you are a funeral director and embalmer, you usually do the makeup as well, unless they teach you makeup in the school. Unless you're just terrible at it and you want to hire somebody to do it. And it's just a regular, makeup artist. But I don't know. I don't think that's a specialty. Okay. Boo, boo, boo. But sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you date in your country if you have plans to move abroad? I don't know. Like I'm gonna do what I need to do first, and when I'm settled to where I want to be, that's when I would definitely start looking because it doesn't make sense to do that. Do you tell them that you need space or just ghost? Huh? Mhm. What advice do you have for women in medical school trying to date high? Well, you can go to Walmart and get great value. Just joking. Um, why not everybody in medical school? That's so stupid. Everybody gonna be a doctor? If everybody becomes a doctor, then all the prices of surgeries, hospital care, $20 aspirins will go down. You know what I'm saying? So if everybody in medical school, y'all don't even need to be watching my channel. Go to school. Bye. Go be a doctor. Don't be on my channel. Go study, baby. If you're on this channel, you don't need to be in medical school. I mean, yeah, if you're on this channel, medical school shouldn't even be one of your options. If you want to go to medical school, what are you doing watching this channel? Either somebody making you go to medical school and you don't want to go and you trying to find a shortcut. Which one is it? How you doing? Yeah, I better. So, let's see. Like seriously, like what if we already got college degrees and are a little late to this? Most people don't use their college degrees. So, ask those people who graduated and have degrees at what they're doing in life, and most of them will tell you they don't use their degree. So figure it out. Like figure out what you want to do. I would do medical school. You would what if it was free? It is free online. All the information you need, Google it. Y'all heard about them doctors practicing and didn't even have no license. See? But they were securing people. Hey, how was the festival? Didn't go. Um, yeah, so you use your degree. Okay. Well, some people use it, not all. Women on this channel never get advice from another woman who has nothing going with their life. Okay. David, they should what should they do? Get advice from you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So many housewives are non-practicing medical doctors. LOL. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any. I don't know any that many people anyway, so it doesn't matter. Have you watched? No, I haven't watched that movie. Like, if it's too trendy, I don't watch it. If it's like if everyone's doing it, I ain't doing it. Y'all already know me. And if I do, it's way later, and then it's like after the fact, after it's not even important anymore. So I don't watch stuff that everybody's watching until later. Because I know, I mean, why would they put out something, and when it catches on trend, they know everybody's gonna watch it and start doing the same stuff in the movie on TikTok, and talking about it at the same time. I'm gonna wait till later until nobody talking about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's just how I am. I don't like hopping on stupid trends that are not something that I would normally watch myself. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it feels like it's being pushed or forced on you. Um, Definitely just do my own, pace of whatever, because I don't follow trend. I don't follow what everyone's doing. Why? Because I don't need to, and I don't have to, and I don't like to. And the only reason why I feel like that is because if you're going to be on a path that everyone else is on, then you're going to not be able to decide if you want to turn left, right, reroute, or whatever. You all riding in the bus. I'm not on no bus, baby. I got, this ain't public transportation. So I would definitely be on my own path, for movies and everything. Hmm. Hmm. Does it matter if they work so close to women? How to be not jealous? I don't really care as long as they paycheck coming to me. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. We'll deal with that when the problem occurs, if it is a problem. Should I talk to this married man trying to flirt with me? He trying to talk to you? Sheila, how do you get out of a rut? I feel depressed because of rejection. Unmotivated. Well, you don't feel like as if you've been rejected. You feel as if, like, if you're in a rut, I would definitely stay there until you make that rut something that works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a rut, there are so many people that have created so many great things in a rut, uh, because they have that time, they have that, creativity. So it just takes you, on a different path. That's all I'm saying. Hmm. Like, I try not to look at things in a negative way. You don't have to look at it in a positive way all the time, but you don't have to look at it in a negative way. You can look at it as just a way. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in a rut, don't see it as a rut. What are you supposed to notice? What are you supposed to feel? What are you supposed to learn at this stage? And if you don't learn it, feel it, or figure out what you're supposed to do, then what's the point of being in a rut? Nope, there's none. So sit there for a second, and if you feel rejected, I don't think you'd be in a rut. I think most people who feel rejected would be on a mission. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's their norm. They would definitely be on a mission. Or maybe they don't feel rejection. Sometimes people don't feel rejection at all. They just don't care. And, blah, 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 blah. But If you feel rejected by someone, perhaps it was for a good reason. Like, honestly, if somebody rejects me, something wrong with their brain. That's how I feel. Like, okay, shoot. Either you can't afford me or something wrong with you. So that's how I feel, like in a rut, on top, rerouted any type of way. But at the same time, I don't care. If you don't like me, then I don't like you. There's no rejection. Like I would say, well, that's something we don't have in common, so I guess we don't get along. You can't have you can't reject someone if the very purpose of them liking you is because they like you. The very purpose of you liking them is because they like you. You can't get rejected. It doesn't matter. Yeah. It's like a weird thing. Like, okay, you like me, you show interest. That's the only reason I like you. Because, you know, if not, then I wouldn't even think about you. I wouldn't even bother with you or anything. But it's because you liked me, I would like you. And if you rejected me, well, that just definitely means that, oh, well, we don't have that in common anymore. You know, we lost that commonality. Because I like me. Be grateful that the person rejected you instead of lying and playing you. I'm grateful that I'm grateful that a lot of people see that. You know, I would rather know the truth than live a certain way or be played or whatever. Because like when I straight up tell people the truth, like I'm a gold digger. I be on YouTube. Like, well, if anyone knows me online, they already know that anyway. But I don't care. Like honestly, you you know who I am. Deal with it or don't. If you make really stupid, childish mistakes. What if you make really stupid, childish mistakes? Um, Miscommunications usually occur when people make childish mistakes. I feel like communication in any type of relationship is going to help, but if there's less communication, then people will do stupid stuff to get communication or because there's lack of communication. So I check on the communication. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Correct. You said you would love how I say I'm a gold. Well, I don't know if that's the correct word. I would say I'm a gold digger. I would just say, you know what, just do your job as a man. Just do what you're supposed to do. Period. And these days, it's known as a gold digger because the expectations of men has lowered so much. It's like, dang, you got to be a gold digger to get, just the norm these days. So whatever. It's exaggerated, definitely. If he lies over and over, I should have woke up a long time ago. All men lie, so who cares? Men keep on check. Men keep up on your end of the bar. Okay. Sure, you date a judge for real? He's married. You invited him home and he started talking about sex, wants, open relationship, how to get to the money. Talk money. And he started talking about that, talk about money. Well, in order for me to be in any relationship, first of all, I'm gonna need some money. You gonna take me off the market? Or you want to have an open relationship with me and her? Because that means I have an open relationship policy too. But at the same time, if I don't want an open relationship, then you're gonna pay me to accept the one you got. Okay, that's how that will go down. But I wouldn't date a judge. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless I had dirt on them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless you got dirt, unless you got something on them, I'm not dating no judge. What is your opinion on dating a wealthy pathological liar. Wow. You could be a wealthy, pathological wife of a liar. Never believe whatever he says and just spend the money. I mean, it seems simple to me, right? Honestly, if you're a pathological liar, then most people know that about you. And so they just don't believe you. Anyway, they just like, oh, okay, whatever. You know, they know who you are and they treat you like who you are. You said, why wouldn't I date a judge? I said I would if I had dirt on him. You don't know me. Yep, just go sit and think about it and let the word common sense cross your mind a few times and you'll figure it out. Because I don't want to have to keep explaining everything. Like, just go sit and think about that. If the closest men who provide what? Oh, you. Your man don't like when you look in the mirror? Is he asking you to change your ways? Was that message clear? Why is it a shame for people to buy secondhand? You want to open a thrift shop, but you are worried that the mentality of people, this is better. Girl, okay. Well, if that's how you are, then don't open anything, because you know why? You worry about too much. What other people think. Until your mentality is correct, you worried about other people's mentality? Get your mentality correct first. Why is it a shame? Yeah, it's not. I don't know. Like, if I considered every little thing someone thought, I wouldn't do nothing. I just do what I do. I told him he'd have to pay your tuition fees. Is there a way to get the money without any sugar? You're 21. Make a deal. Upon graduation, you will get the grand prize and then never graduate, like be one credit away from graduation. Move and then go get your last credit, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Shira, you said a Muslim man want to do what? Cover you up and he take care of you? You into the occult and he doesn't know? What do you think? Well, who's stronger, you or him? Like mentally. Where do y'all live? You know? Like, you have to look at all the details, like, honestly. If you can overpower him with your femininity and your feminine power, and you know he's gonna do whatever you say, then it doesn't matter. But if he has like a lot of relatives around, he's really, religious and all this kind of stuff, then he's like real strict and stuff like that, I wouldn't even bother. I would tell him that's why I can't date you, because you're too religious. And oh no, we can't do none of that. And no. They keep asking for advice for their insecurities with broke boyfriends. What are rich women hobbies and interests? Spending money, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If a man makes over 6 figures, is that good because I can make almost that? Well, when you get there, come back and ask that question. You're a Muslim woman, and your advice is to marry him. He will take care of you. No ifs and or. I will look fly at home with my designer wardrobe. Okay, how you doing? Turn his pockets into bunny ears. No. Do you take a cheater back? Do they come with some money? I mean, like I say, I don't give regular relationship advice. It's what is your plan as a woman? What do you need in your life? Then you create, do I take him back if he cheated? Or do I not take him back if he cheated? Like, what is your plan? You know, if you don't want a cheater, and if that's, oh, I just don't want that, then leave, definitely. If he ain't got no money, be gone quick. Right. I'm being taken care of, and he's nice. Cover me up. Good for you, girl. I already got sheets and blankets. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sheets, blankets, comforters, pillowcases, shams, clothes, tights, underwear, bras, a bunch of clothes. You know what I'm saying? I already got that. How? Okay, house. If you need a cover, girl, get you an umbrella like Michael Jackson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you get away with having multiple men while I'm living with my boyfriend? Make sure he busy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He say he want to marry you, but his mom wants him to pray first. Girl, I don't know about all that. Y'all stop asking me you crazy pussy. Y'all know I don't care about. How to move from texting combo to call combo if a man is flirting with you from your network? I don't even know, child. Usually the man will ask to call you if he's interested. He'll be like, can I call you? Then you go from there. If he don't ask, then don't bother. Or like sometimes if you're tired of texting because you have to actually do something with your hands, like drive or it's easier just to talk. So a lot of people do it from out of convenience. So I don't know. Use that as an excuse if that's what you're trying to get to. But I would definitely try to wait for them to ask to call. If not, if you're just so busy that you need your hands free, then that's practical and safe because but I wouldn't take it. I don't know how the person would take it on the other end, as if you're very forward or not, but I would only do that out of convenience for safety reasons. Your grandma doctor is interested. He 24. You're 24. He's in his mid 40s. He probably still playing debts, girl. I don't know. Sprinkle. When is the moment we know we cut off all emotions? When they no longer serve you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. When is the moment we know? Yeah, when they're no longer helpful to you, when they're no longer serving you, when they're no longer needed, when they are no longer able to be implemented in what you're trying to accomplish. Mm-hmm. So, and when you cut something off, does not mean that they can't come back. It just means that at this moment in time, I don't need this at this time. So I'm going to, it's kind of like muting something, putting something on mute until, or on hold, or, stashed away until you need them. Mm-hmm. How to get him to marry you? Got a baby with your sugar daddy, but he's rich and doesn't want to get married, but wants to be in a relationship. What should I do? He is paying for everything. How should you get the ring? Um, Go marry someone else because you can still be in a relationship with him and be married to someone else because he doesn't want marriage, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I would definitely like if that's what you want in your life, you want marriage, go get married. If he wants a relationship, then have a relationship with him. Just like he can have a relationship with no marriage, you can have a relationship and a marriage. If that's what you want. If that's what you want, because being who he is, he has, he told you what he wanted and you're considering that. So tell him what you want and allow him to consider that. If not, whatever. How to tell him he didn't give you enough money without sounding ungrateful. I didn't feel he's texting you, but don't want him to think this is acceptable. I would just say every little bit helps. I'll see if I can get the rest from someone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you know, go marry someone else. Exactly, girl. Like, you don't want to be married? That's wonderful. I do. So guess what? I'll be married somewhere else. Maybe it depends. At any time in our relationship, it could happen though. Like, so if I go away for a couple of weeks, you know why? Because I got married. But we'll still be in a relationship. Don't worry. Well, I'm gonna get back from my honeymoon. We're gonna, take a vacation too. Because, I don't have to work, obviously. Um, that will make him reconsider marriage, especially if you explain it that way, because he'll see that you're accepting something that you don't want to accept, and he is giving you options that are not the options that you prefer. So always let them know you still have your own options, no matter what. Hmm. What is a what is women's empowerment in your opinion? Is having career important to be empowered as a woman? Before women had careers, they were empowered. I'll just repeat that. Before women had careers, they were already empowered. Okay? That's just an effect of it. I mean, if women weren't already empowered, there wouldn't have been laws to hold them back from accomplishing what they wanted to accomplish early on. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you're going through a quarter life crisis? Oh my goodness. Is there such a thing? I didn't know. Is it normal for a sugar daddy to have lots of friends who are girls, or is that a red flag? Is it common for a sugar baby to have lots of male friends, or is that a red flag? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, ask the question in reverse and you'll have your answer. Shira, all of a sudden men stop noticing me anymore. I haven't changed a thing. I don't want to be desperate, obviously, but what happened? Perhaps maybe you're putting out a vibe that you don't want to be noticed at this time. You know, is there something that you're putting out? Are you thinking about that wants you not to be noticed? Because sometimes that's what it is. Like you just want to be left alone and not noticed. Because sometimes when a lot of people are always giving you the, that, then you just want to say, I just want to be left alone. And so that's what you're, still vibrating. So maybe if you stop vibrating that and maybe say something else, like, I want men to do this, this, and that, then maybe they'll start doing that again. But definitely maybe just really sit there and concentrate and think on what you want to happen for you. Like, sometimes you just want to be left alone and admire yourself. And then when you feel like you want to be noticed again, you will be. Mhm. You said people stare but never approach. Well, maybe they will. Maybe they don't feel like they can. Sometimes men are intimidated. But they'll look, but they ain't going to approach because they can't afford, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get him to propose when you're in a long distance. Next. Why is low class to buy second? Okay, y'all already asked that question. And I told you don't have. So you want a boyfriend, but then when you get noticed, I suddenly feel like I don't. After all, I've been single a long time. Am I broken him? No, it's just you don't want that boyfriend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's not good enough for you. Sometimes if you have a boyfriend, or if there's someone that wants to be your boyfriend and they approach you and you really like them, then you will definitely not feel that way. Because obviously there's just something that you don't like or unaware of that you don't like. So make sure that when you're being approached or someone wants you to be their girlfriend, that's what you really want. It's like sometimes just because they want to be your boyfriend doesn't mean you want to be their girlfriend. How to get him to put you above his family? Girl, I don't know. He can't. I mean, if he don't like his family, he gonna put you there anyway. Or if he does like his family, he's going to include you in there. Who knows? If you get married, that's in the vows anyway. So. Why do you guys call me cute all the time? I'm 26. I look younger than your age. You have lots of soft features. Okay, I don't know why they call you cute all the time. It can't be because you're cute. Maybe it's because you have so, like, maybe it's because you think you're not cute that they think you're cute. Okay. Hopefully he had, well, okay. You get called sweetheart by old guys. Okay. Any of those pet names, I don't pay attention to those. Like those type of names is usually people trying to put you in a category. And if you don't call yourself that, then, anything that they try to call you is not relevant. You know what I'm saying? It's irrelevant. Like, they can't remember your name, girl. They can't remember your name. That's why they got Alzheimer's. They can't remember your name. So old people usually call people stuff like that because they can't remember. Memory's gone. He told me to move there, but I won't change my life for him like that unless he puts a ring on it. Oh, okay, you're right. Get you a boyfriend, he'll put a ring on it quick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why don't moms teach you what you teach? Why don't moms teach what you teach? Mm-hmm. Um, you going on live in a little while on a crush. That sounds like the new social media app. Yeah, I don't download no new apps, baby. In fact, I delete apps to make room. Hmm. A lot of them don't know and don't follow this kind of advice. Okay. Have you ever read the book Why Men Love Bitches? I never really read it. I skimmed through it, but I never really read it. Um, but the thing is, like, men love anybody that will give them some attention. Okay. It's just that if it's too, like, if they don't have a chase, or if they don't have a mission, or if they don't have a competition, or whatever, they get bored. So a lot of people like that challenge. Also, some men have too many yes people around them, and they need the truth from someone. Okay, it's like everybody that's around them gonna tell them whatever they want to hear, but that type of woman will tell you what you don't want to hear, what you need to be doing, and why you need to be doing it. Okay. You said that's why guys go after you. Is that true? Sheila, how do I find a real generous? Have only found, I don't know. They'll find you, or you'll find them, or y'all will meet up. Just go hang out where they hang out. That's all I can tell you. Um, I was driving around the other day, and there was like one of them Tesla filling stations. Go over there. I don't know. Shira, how do you teach your daughter your ways? She's 15, feminist, and believes in paying 50-50. Let her pay 50-50. That's how they learn, baby. They gotta do it first. And I'm sure that they'll have someone in their lives that will look leveled up, be, more feminine, and get 100% paid for them, and they will see the difference. But I would always definitely have my own money, but I ain't finna use, or I wouldn't want to use it if I'm dating someone. 50-50 means y'all are friends or roommates or whatever. Okay. And that's not like, I don't know. It's not an investment. So let them do 50-50. It's like, how was your date? Okay. So you paid half? Okay, wonderful. They're gonna treat you that way too. Mhm. Mhm. So, sure, what does partner mean exactly? I feel like a lot of business terms in relationship, they never used that word before. They said wife. Partner is a new term. Okay. Long ago, in the olden days, do you take, like, this is my wife, this is my husband, not this is my partner. That didn't come around until the LGBT. So you got partners now. And now people want to be politically correct. So they just keep saying partners for everything. Um, Partner is because they see you like a college or something. I would recommend a job in sales and tips like mine. What? How do I get your boyfriend to propose before the baby is born? Tell him you won't put him on child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask them to sign the child support paper. There's a quick way. Okay, you want the quick way? That's how. Okay, print it out, hand it to them. Well, when the baby born, I won't be all right on Cloud Park because that formula is expensive. If I give him for him, because I don't know if he's gonna latch on or not. So here you go, just in case I'm gonna need this. Oh, will you marry me? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. The term partner seems kind to icky to me, of course. I tried to teach her 50-50 is roommate. I guess she has to learn that the hard way. All the young ones have to. They do. Because they're not in a situation where they have to lie yet. They're not in a situation where they have to pay stuff. They're not in a situation where they got bills, okay? When they get there, they gonna learn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can be morally good. You can be fair. You can be, paying 50-50 when you ain't got no mortgage, when you ain't got no car note, when you don't have, expenses to pay, when you're still living at home with your parents and stuff. You could be 50-50 like that with a boyfriend. But that's just little puppy love, high school crush kind of thing. When you get in the real world, there no. Okay. And if you smart, you'll practice in high school. When you start like when you go to school, oh, I don't have a reason to be late to school. I overslept. Okay, when that's a job, you're gonna have to make up some lies, baby, because they don't accept overslept as an excuse. So when you enter that adult life, it's like what you did as a child does not work over there anymore. Why? Because they don't accept those type of excuses. So honestly, look, you gotta lie. Duh. They don't expect you to tell the truth anyway. Okay. You said partners not for LGBT because they know it doesn't sound right when they use it, the original term. Well, that's what they used a long time ago, or like through the evolution. I don't know. Like first it was my roommate, then it was my partner, then it was when marriage became legal. Then it was then it was my boyfriend or girlfriend. Then when marriage became legal, they started using the term husband or wife or whatever. And now it's partner again, or my life partner, or my significant other, like, whatever. I don't care. It's all of that. What are your viewpoints on? I don't talk about other people, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you ever waste your money on asking me a question about someone else, it's not going to get answered. Sorry. Um, you and your friend got hit on in a doctor's office. Okay. Oh, good for you. Other countries, but they make less. Girl, yeah, you're right. That don't count. Yeah, we don't talk about other people over here, It's like me and my friend got hit on by doctors in other countries. Girl, that don't count. You don't follow anyone or talk about others. That's good. We focus on us. That's all. For real though. Okay. Like I told you, I don't hop on trends or anything like that. If that's trending, then I'm not worried about that. Men are always on the givers and women's on the receiver. Yeah. Um and the thing is like women are always the receivers, yes. And the men are always the givers, correct. How you stay leveled up when you had babies? The same way I stayed leveled up when I had a job and went to school. How does a nanny stay leveled up who has no kids but work with kids? You're the same way. Okay. Let me see if my okay. You stuck between two men. Who do I choose? They both give me money. Which one you like more? Which one gonna give you more money? I don't know. You figure that one out. Figure out how you can get what you want. A possessive, controlling guy tries to lure you with money, and he's so verbally abusive that I'm cutting him off. Good. You can take his money while you're at it. You can cut him off and still take his money to cut him back on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all don't know how to do it right. Cut him off and you get more money. When you cut it back on, you're gonna have extra. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Verbal abuse ain't nothing if you ain't listening and don't care. I don't care. Look, I'll call it verbal abuse, but that don't mean that's what it is for me because I could care less. I get verbal abuse on YouTube. Shoot. Well, is it verbal if I can't hear you? Typing abuse, whatever. This is typing abuse. Text abuse. I get text abuse on here all the time, so it don't even matter. Like, and this one is harder because I gotta actually read it. Like, I'm reading my own textual abuse. I be like trying to squint and make the screen wider so I can read my textual abuse. Then I laugh at it. So it don't matter. How that's what I'm calling it, textual abuse. Okay. It's only abuse if you participate in caring about them. Exactly. You don't care, is it? People's opinion don't matter. So they call it online bullying, trolling, but I call it textual abuse. So you gotta type it. And then the other person gotta read it. All right. So it's even more. Yeah, y'all could use that one. You're dating also a well-off takes talking of what? Y'all need to write better than that because I can't even finish that sentence. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's only abuse if you participate in caring about them, they say. I'm dating also. Okay, I just read that. Young ladies, listen to the wise woman. Her advice helped you in a meeting and marrying your current. Oh, okay, that's wonderful. Girl, y'all have a good old time. When's y'all anniversary? Okay. Oh, this month? Wonderful. I hope he get you something good. Sure, they're putting back on the weight. You look healthy. I know, right? I was looking kind of slim. They was trying to call me slim thick. I'm like, nah, thick, baby. Yeah, I've been eating. It's Halloween. We've been eating cakes, cookies, baking stuff. It's fall. I gotta put on some winter weight. Besides, my husband, he don't matter. He think I look good anyway. So you were talking to a guy, and he said even if a guy tries to sleep with you the first time, it doesn't mean he wants just that. Is that true? I don't hook up with this guy who later would do. I don't know. Like, if you want to do it, do it. You know, if that's not the person that you're trying to be with, and you will never see them again, and you just want to have fun and whatever, whatever, then do what you want to do. But if you do, then carefully consider that. But if it's not, then it's not. I mean, if they should want to be with you or call you and see you again, great, whatever, whatever, if you want to. But like, if you feel like you will never probably see this person again, or there's nothing going to come of that, then and that's what you want to do, that's what you can do. You're a grown woman, baby. It was sprinkle. What's my blood type? Let's see. I'm going to give you my blood type. Expensive. Sprinkle. Yeah, strange question. What you gonna fly my window like a bat at night like Dracula? Come on. What's my take on long distance relationships? If I can't throw something and hit you, then we ain't gonna be in a relationship. Sprinkle. Because that's the longest distance I can get. Okay. Shira always said she does not believe in long distance relationships. That's right. A man asked me, why are you dressed obsessed with money? He thinks I'm using him only for his money. Actually, I do, but how do your attitude be in this situation? Money is everywhere. Okay. This man got money. This man got money. That man you talking to got money. Is it money you're obsessed with, or he who has the money? Get all philosophical on him, make him think. Okay. Look, everybody got money that got money. Okay. Now what? If you were in a room full of men that had everybody had money, are they gonna think you're a gold digger then? Or only after their money? Or only obsessed with money? Next question, baby. Like I'm not dealing with somebody broke. Is that what you want from me? No. All right then. Why you asking dumb questions? Um, you want me to be obsessed with something not as lucrative? What do you want me to be obsessed with? Twerking or something? Why do you think positioning yourself as having less than rather than already looking well taken care of a better approach when starting off with a man of means? Because they can't give you anything. You already got everything, what they gonna give you? Honestly, what are they going to give? How are they going to impress you? Men with money try to impress with money. Otherwise, why they got it? Women impress with their beauty. beauty and how, their personalities and whatever, how they make you feel, and physical things. Men impress with security. Okay, that's why. Even if you already got money as well, even if you already have your own money, still. Mhm. I love it. If a man is rich but small down there, is it worth it? Um, I don't know. Like if that's a priority to you. Okay. But he is saying, like, I have real feelings with you, but you will hurt me. Um, hurt like emotionally hurt. um, well, people take risks every day. Back in the old days, women had to take risks because a lot of them didn't have choices because of the laws. Okay. Broke men talking about men leading with money. Is waitressing worth the money? If you're a teenager, sprinkle, sprinkle. Women should not feel guilty for wanting a man for money because men openly admit that they are obsessed with body and beauty of women. That's right. Shoot. Yeah, women are obsessed with money, men are obsessed with looks. So, it's an even exchange. But, I always say like, if you're obsessed with looks and you have money, you want your woman to look a certain way in order to get that money. Well, that's easy to find. Okay. I want to thank You want to thank somebody? Who you thanking? You've been on a path to self-love since you found. Oh, okay. Well, self-love is definitely something that everyone should be born having self-love, like to appreciate yourself, to not care what other people think, and to stay on your own path, and making sure that you are not persuaded by other people to do things that you really don't feel like you need to be doing. That's more self-love than anything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So remember that self-love is always considering yourself and not trying to allow other people to show you how you should love yourself. You should already know that, especially if you know yourself and appreciate yourself. This dude gave you some gifts and constantly wanted to take your attention. Then, after a month of conversation, girl, well, maybe they lost your number, girl. Did they ghost you? I don't know. Most women need to quit trying to defend themselves and getting roped into these combos with men. Ignore the questions. Right. hmm Shira, what do you think about 20-year-old virgin woman? Never met one. Ghosting is real, lady. Is Ghosting is real. It's like, who cares? Some people have seen ghosts since they were kids. Like paranormal activity or something. They used to being ghosted. um, like I see ghosts all the time. Shoot. I see ghosts all the time. Don't be surprised when it happens. How do you turn the tables in on a guy who ghosted you? You don't. Honestly, you don't turn the tables. You just say, "Oh my gosh, I was ghosted." And poof, and just be done. Um, I mean, I don't know. Like, if somebody ghosts you, I mean, it's probably for a good reason. If somebody ghosts you, it's probably for a good reason. Especially, yeah, like if they liked you, they wouldn't have disappeared. If they ghost you, you know, maybe they are ghosts. Who knows? Maybe that's their what you call archetype. You have like the hero. You have the what you call it, the princess. You got the queen. You have the damsel in distress. Well, you got the ghost. Somebody got to haunt the castle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Don't. Okay. It's like, look, as women, we need to stop trying to impress men who don't want us. Exactly. Impress yourself. If impressing yourself impresses men who don't want you, perhaps the man is thinking too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Like, and most women are doing things to impress themselves, right? And someone should be witnessing that and they're impressed. Oh, well, impress yourself as like, "Oh, I look good today. Oh, my hair look cute today. Oh, this outfit look cute today." Impress yourself, okay? And if other people should happen to see you and be impressed, oh, you come to work every day looking this way and this way. You're trying to impress me. No, I'm not. I impress myself on purpose every day because I can. You know, some people are like, "Why are you trying to impress me?" I didn't wear this for you. Thanks for noticing, though. You know, shoot, I like it because it look cute. I ain't thinking about you. So that's how I feel. You feel pressure to get married. You're almost 25. Well, feel pressure to get married to some money, baby. That way you won't feel pressure to work. You won't feel pressure to do a lot of other things you don't want to do. And then you can save your money or his money in your bank account and do whatever you got to do. But definitely, if you already work, you'll have to spend less. Definitely. So that's what I'd be thinking about. Men think women wear makeup and hair to impress them. No, it's because it makes us look better. Let me ask you guys a question. In a beauty pageant, do those women compete for the attention of men? Are they doing all that work? Are they putting in all that work to get the attention of a man? Because if they were doing all that, they wouldn't be in the competition with all women, or they wouldn't be participating in pageants or whatever for women with all women. Um, a lot of times their look and their level up gets them certain things like scholarships, sponsorships, da da da, better positions and whatever, whatever. It's not for the man. Um, and when you dress nice and men notice you and things like that and want to give you those things, that's great. But at the same time, it's not 100% for them. You said women are vain too. Of course we are, aren't we? If everybody was born blind, it wouldn't matter. But people can see. Okay. Hmm. You said the pygmies are the reason for them thinking that. I know, right? Like, and it's like if someone is used to being chased, or if someone is used to being, looked at as, oh, you're such a catch, and you know, I'm gonna do whatever I can to be with you, and then that doesn't happen. It's almost like from their perspective, from so long of the other thing, the opposite, happening, that's just how they're going to see you. Just like if that happens to, like, if someone says, well, why do you get dressed up every day for work? Who are you trying to impress? "Yeah, I've been dressing up since junior high school. Bye. I've been dressing up since elementary. Bye." You know, their perspective of you is different from who you really are. So if they feel that by you taking pride in your appearance, or, wanting to look good every day, you're trying to impress someone, or, how you do certain things, sometimes you have to say, look, I've been doing this forever, baby, for a long time. So if you're impressed, just say so. Okay, done. Put them back in their place where they belong and allow them to, you know, contemplate on that. Like, honestly, like, there are women that have been dating men who have money for so long that when they meet another one who maybe just got some money or something, they or thinks that, oh, this woman is one only like me because I got money. Duh, because you don't think I'm finna go somebody broke. Okay. I'm not finna date you. You ain't special. Look, you know, that's all that I will, deal with. And if I don't, then it's not gonna be nothing serious. So, and just like, oh, well, this is the same if a man is like, well, I only date attractive women, or women that are this way or that way or have this type of body. It's like, okay, um, well, what am I supposed to date? I da 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 da. It's the same thing. So if you are, oh, this is the type of man that I would date, or this is the type of woman I would date, don't act surprised if somebody is like, okay, well, it doesn't matter to me because that's all I date anyway, or that's all I will date, or that's all I, am going to consider today. So don't even bother. Um, you're right. That still doesn't mean you should not give him the chance to be better. Oh, y'all talking to each other. Men' favorite thing to say to you is, I only date black women. I tell them I only date rich men. Well, good for you. You know. I had, oh, sure, do you recommend being subtly flirty with your boss and male coworkers so that they keep going easy on you? I dress up in nice makeup and everything too. Yeah, of course. Like, just, if that's how you naturally are in real life, then yeah. But I don't recommend, like, you know, um, I mean, most of the time, if you look good, you won't really have to do much. They'll just like you anyway, and go easier on you. Unless they don't like you, or they want you to, make sure that you're actually doing the job he was hired for. Your mom treats your brother wives like royalty and never ever treat me like that growing up. She and my dad neglected you and was narcissist. It's really affected me how to deal. Um, I mean, why did she treat her like royalty? I don't know. You have to ask yourself that. I don't know the details. Uh, 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 uh. Let's see. You said they ghost because they don't care or don't want to hurt feelings. Your ex fiance left you. He did. Oh my goodness. How to make him regret the breakup and go back? You don't. Well, don't let them text you. Yeah, like if that all that happened to you, then give it some time. Like give it time. Don't sit there and just think about it. Just do something different. Sometimes it's so you can do something different and get a new perspective in life, a new perspective in your own life and start something new for yourself because that chapter is over. And so you need to move forward in whatever you're moving towards in your own life. And, if you should happen to see that person or, talk again, it's going to be when you are where you want to be and no longer have those type of feelings or wanting to get back at that person, because I feel that a lot of people, they should not, uh, they should definitely not interact until each person is where they feel like they can or want to be. hmm She's trying to mess with your self-esteem. Keep shining and treat yourself like royalty. Okay. Oh yeah, she's trying to mess with your self-esteem. I don't know, like whatever. I'll treat myself like royalty if I want to. I don't have to wait on somebody else to do it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the mentality you need to get. So someone didn't treat you like royalty. So someone treats someone else better than you. Treat yourself better than everybody. All right. Then nothing will be good enough for you anymore. Sure, all day, every day. What? Mhm. How can you stay calm in negative situations and not be emotional? Um, I don't know. Stay away from people that are negative, um, or make you emotional, or find something else to focus on in that situation so that you're not fully immersed in it. hmm Definitely. You said detach. Detach and be thinking about what you're gonna do afterwards. Like, what am I gonna do tomorrow? Like, what am I gonna eat for dinner? Like, what am I gonna eat for lunch? What am I gonna eat for breakfast? I wonder if they have those shoes in my size. Just let them talk, or it don't matter. Okay, you guys. Make sure you're focused on something else at the same time. Because if it's not that, someone sent me Cash App, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not that major. You know what I'm saying? It will. It will not always be an issue. Not letting people see you swear is superpower. Oh, sweat. He said, "You saw this rich man of color with a plain white chick he calls his partner. She looks like a pygmisha and tired from working. I was told by someone that he is looking for an upgrade." Okay. Were they trying to tell you he was looking for an upgrade? You know, if he's looking for an upgrade, then he need to go find an upgrade. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hmm. Thanks for teaching about writing out your you. Okay, yeah, yeah. Um, you got angry at a new guy you've been dating for 3 months. He said he don't like my attitude. I apologize, but I notice he has been MIA. Do I just leave it or keep communicating? Get worse, baby. He gonna like the old attitude before he like the one that's getting worse. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he talks to you back, if he's MIA, then he can't take it, baby. You're too much for him. You know, if you have a bad attitude or a quote unquote attitude, you're too much for them. And if you're not ever going to be able to change, then let that fool go because he's too sensitive. Okay? If you're going to hurt his feelings by being yourself, then it's not going to work out. I mean, you could act and whatever, whatever, but in the long run, you're going to have to keep acting. And as long as you keep acting, as long as he keep paying them bills and paying your acting fee, whatever. But, you want that increase and the acting gonna get less and less, you know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know the acting gets less and less if there's no increase. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women work on your moral character. That is hilarious. Yeah. Literally, you're acting moral character. Work on your moral character acting. Um, Men also run from women who are too good for them. They get really insecure. Yeah, because I think they know that women are going if they're going to mess her up and create a monster. I mean, most women who are like that already, they already know because they created some of them. But anyway, y'all, I must be leaving now. I must be on my way. So I will see y'all on the next. Bye. Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna. Oh, well, if you just got here, just wait and watch the watch it. It'll still be up. Hi. You said monster, yes. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I'm trying. All right, here we go. I'll see y'all next. Sprinkle, sprinkle.